I am seeing a lot of end of the year library statistic infographics out on the internet right now as we've just finished up a school year. I love seeing the statistics of other school libraries, and I thought it would be a great idea to put it together for my own library. I did this using two very simple tools. The first was Canva, which you can get a free educator account with. And the second thing I did was I used the Follett reports to find all of these statistics for my school library. So let me show you how we can go ahead and get started doing this. First of all, I've shared a Canva template with you where you can plug in all of these statistics for your own school. You can find that template at this URL right here, bit.ly/EOY library statistics. Bitly is case sensitive, so make sure you copy this URL down exactly, and it will take you to a Canva template that you can then use. It will open up and look like this so that you can edit the school library name, the year, and then all of these statistics here. So that gets you started in Canva, but let's get you started in Follett Destiny and in the report so that you can find these statistics for your own school. All right, we want to start filling in your library statistic infographics with the correct information for your school library. So once you log in to your Follett account, you're going to come up to the top ribbon here and click Reports. The very first report that we want to look at is the number of materials, the number of books that your library has. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to drop on down to the statistics portion, and then we're going to click on Library Statistics. Right here, it's going to give us a snapshot of your library. Now, our school is out for the school year, so I don't really have very many books checked out. But what I'm looking at is this materials section right here on the right. It tells me the number of titles and the number of copies. So my library has 9,683 copies. 9,683 books in the library. So I would just go back over to my infographic and I would double click in here and I'd hit 9,683. That's the total number of books that my library has to offer our students. The next statistic we're looking at is new resources added. So I'm going to click again, Reports, and we're on Library Reports. And I'm going to look at the title and copy list. So let's click Title and Copy List, and this is a great report here. We're going to select by the date copies were added. And I want everything after the date of August 1st of 2023. That's when I came back to work at the library, so any titles that I added after that school year started for me. And I'm going to go ahead and run that report. That takes me over to my report manager where I can see that this library title and copy list is pending. I can even hit refresh list. It's still in progress. We'll refresh one more time. There, it's completed. I'm going to view that report. So when I look at this report, it's actually going to show me every single book. And I'm just going to scroll on down to the very last page where it tells me that I added 847 titles, but a total of 890 copies. Again, I'm going to go back over to my resources added and type in 890. The next statistic I'm looking for are the total number of books circulated during the school year. So the total number of books that were checked out by our students. Again, I'll go back to my Destiny. I'm in my library reports, and I'm going to go back down to that library statistics report. If I click down there, I'll see that I have quite a few options down here, and I want to view the statistics for this last school year. So for me, my school year started on August 1st of 2023, and I'm going to go ahead and say today, right, that I'll see how many statistics there were throughout the school year. So I'll go, it's June 13th, 2024, and I'll click Go. So now what I'm seeing is a very simple page that tells me I had 23,600 circulations, which is fabulous. We beat our circulations for the previous year. It also tells me the total number of holds that were placed this year is 422, which tells me those book talks were working. So let me go ahead and go into my library statistics template and type in 23,600. That's the total number of circulations. Next, let's find our top titles. What were the top 3 titles that were circulated this year? If I go back over to library reports, there is a library report down at the bottom in the statistics that say, let's see if we can find it here. It's at the very bottom and it says top, bottom titles. We're going to click on the top and bottom titles, and this also will give me some great information and some great options to choose from. You can show the top or the bottom. It gives you 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 25, and 50 titles. You can tell it that you want a certain number of days or months or years. The material type you are looking for. I'm just looking for books. You can even limit it by sublocation. So if you want to know the top mystery book, if you're a genre-fied library like I am, you could just click genre for mystery. Right? I'm not going to limit it to any sublocation, but I am going to tell it that I want the top titles for the last year. And I'm going to tell it to update. And I know that because of Winn-Dixie was actually a classroom book that was sent out to all of our classrooms. So I actually think, and same with Dear Martin, so my top titles would be Sisters, Smile, and Drama. But let's say I did want to limit it to a sublocation. Maybe I want to find out the top genre of fantasy. What are my top 10 titles in fantasy that circulated? All I have to do is click that sublocation, and here's my genre of fantasy, and hit update, and now it tells me, not surprised, The Wild Robot, Amari and the Night Brothers, and The Wild Robot Escapes. But for this purpose, I'm just going to say unlimited, tell it to update. There we are. And I have Sisters, Smile, and Drama. So back in my template, I would upload screenshots of those titles. I have them here, Sisters, Smile, and Boy Crazy Stacy. And then I just need to resize them to fit into my infographic. There's Sisters. Here's Smile. And then let me add in Boy Crazy Stacy. And then there we have our top 3 titles. Next is number of students served. Now that you're going to get from your office or your admin. I know that we have just a little bit over 750 students in our student population here at our school. So by using these Follett Destiny library reports, I was quickly and easily able to identify our total number of books, our resources added, the total number of books circulated, and our top titles. I hope that this helps you create an end of the year infographic that you can then share with your administrators, with your school board, and with your school community so that you can continue to advocate for your fabulous library program.